you think that this is something easy. It gives an impression to your mind that this is easy. Hence, you feel more comfortable while reading something. Hello everyone, how are you all? All good? Are you applying all the techniques that I've told you? Are you reading, practicing English? I hope the answer is yes. But in that, do not forget to live life. Learn English along with your daily work and also enjoy it. Today, I'm going to tell you something regarding reading. Books are very important in order to learn English. You know that if you want to speak fluent English, you need to read English because that's how you're consuming good model of English. But the biggest problem that a lot of people they face is what to read, how to read, where to start reading. The reading task is so difficult for them. There are lots and lots of people out there who have so many books at their home, but they haven't read even one of those books. So today I'm going to tell you what kind of books you need to start reading, how to begin your reading journey, what kind of books you can read, and what are going to be the benefits and how you need to do that. So this is going to be a really important video for you if you're someone who's looking to develop their reading skills too. If you're someone who's afraid of reading, who is not fond of reading, who doesn't like reading that much, this video can be a game changer video for you. So in today's lesson, we are going to discuss some of the books that can make you read English and you're going to enjoy it a lot. Believe me. I am your CELTA certified tutor, Shivangi Gupta, and you're watching English with Shivangi Gupta. So let's begin. Reading books, it can be a task of pleasure for someone, but at the same time there are people who want to read but they're scared of reading, especially lengthy books, novels. They're scared of reading those books. It's like they cannot pick it up, complete it because the length scares them, or the content scares them, or the task of completing the whole book, it scares them a lot. Now, there is this divide in the whole world between the people who love to read and who think that reading is such a big and heavy task that they're scared of reading. Today, this video can be game changer for a lot of you who thinks that reading is such a difficult task. I know there are people out there who want to read. They really want to read, but the thing is that they're unable to do so. There are many people in this world who have this big collection of books. I remember that when I was in college, I had this particular friend who had so many novels at that time, but she didn't even read one of them, not even single one. She used to go out, buy a novel whenever she got time. She used to even come with me to the book fair, but the thing is that she did not used to read. She was not from English honors, she was from a different subject stream. But she wanted to read. She used to say that I love to read, but on contrary, the fact was she never read even single one of the book that she possessed. And that is true for a lot of people in this world. I'm sure you must have had a friend, or you know somebody, or you might be that person who I'm talking about. And if it is a yes, it is okay. It is definitely okay, because there are going to be steps towards developing this reading, and reading is very important if you want to speak fluent English. You need to develop this reading habit, reading at least 2 pages a day or maybe 10 pages in a week. It's up to you. How are you going to divide those 10 pages? That totally depends on you. But the thing is that reading is important. Now, what kind of books should you read in order to start this reading habit? So the easy target is children's literature. You must be surprised that children's literature, can we really learn something from children's literature? You can learn a lot from children's literature. Books like Harry Potter, Nancy Drew, Black Beauty, and a lot more. They're considered as children's literature, children's book. But do you know the language which is used in those books, that is appropriate for an English learner too, an adult English learner. Because the kind of novels, if I am going to suggest you the advanced novels, you will be literally scared of reading English because they are too complex in the language. For example, I took one novel when I did this activity with you, read aloud activity, in one of my previous videos. It was a complete English lesson for you. So I took Sherlock Holmes. That was a bit of the advanced book. I already mentioned in the video that this is going to be an advanced book. So the thing is that today I'm going to tell you some books that are going to be from beginners to intermediate level. Most of the children's literature, children's novel, they are at intermediate level, and it's really easy to begin a reading habit with those books. You will find you'll find those books to be really interesting when you will start reading them. There are going to be great benefits if you start reading children's book. Now, what are those benefits? See, number one is the length is short. Most of the time, the children's literature, they're short in length. That means you have to invest less time. So your end goal of completing that particular book, it's less. Hence, it is going to create less anxiety in your mind. You know that you can complete this novel in less time. So for you, you are sending a message to your brain that this goal is achievable. Reading this particular book is achievable. So it is a great method to develop your reading habit if you're reading a children's literature, children's novel. Even I have some children's book with me that I'm gonna show you, and after looking at them, you are going to say that yes, they are not so simple, not so plain. They can be good to enrich your vocabulary, your English, basic English sentences, even some good English idioms and phrases too. So the benefit number two is that it does not have way too much complex English. It has English that you can understand. Any children's literature, any children's novel will have some kind of language that you can understand. It is going to present challenging language too. Do not think that it's going to be way too plain. It is going to challenge you, but it will not make you too much uncomfortable. If you're reading complex English continuously, 2 pages of complex English, what will happen is your brain is gonna freeze because you're not getting even a single word. You're not able to make any kind of meaning out of these sentences. So when you're reading children's literature, a children's novel, what will happen is even if you encounter a difficult word, you can read the lines again in order to check the meaning. You will be able to understand the meaning through context, that is the situation, what the characters are doing, and most of the time people are able to guess the meaning, and this is a great way to remember vocabulary. If you're not looking at the meaning and you're trying to guess the meaning, and when you check later on and it's correct, it's a great way to remember that particular vocabulary for longer time. It remains in your memory. It has greater impact on your memory. So children's novel can be a huge impact in your English language journey. You do not even know that. Benefit number three, the font size is good. Most of the time in children's literature, you will see that the font size is comfortable. When the font size is big, you think that this is something easy. It gives an impression to your mind that this is easy. Hence, you feel more comfortable while reading something. So the font size is also good. Next benefit, sometimes there are illustrations. Illustrations are the drawings, and when there are illustrations, they are there for explaining some difficult situation. For example, if you're not getting what is written, you can look at the illustration and then you can read the paragraph again, and then you'll understand what is happening. It's a great way of understanding things. So sometimes illustration can make that particular reading a lot more interesting. You'll find it interesting to read. Next and the last benefit, the stories are often very interesting. Tell me one thing, don't you like folk tales, fairy tales, your Jataka tales and all those kinds of things? Often the stories are really interesting with some kind of moral at the end. And I know, whatever age you are, at whatever age you are right now, Everyone loves these kinds of stories. Everybody. So at what age you'll reach, you're always gonna enjoy these kinds of stories. So the story will hold your interest. I'm sure about it. Now, are you excited to look at some of the examples? Do you want to see the books? I'm gonna show you my books now.